Let the harvest begin.
Welcome back to the Gory Gay is the horror podcast where two boyfriends slash up and bleed out your favorite horror movies, mostly but not limited to the black sheep's underrated and forgotten gems of the genre. I'm Alex.
And I'm Stanley.
And I'm back.
And I'm also back.
That's okay to be back.
It's okay to be back.
And then you go front, and then you go back. And then you two-step.
Yeah, it's like a Paula Abdul song.
Yeah.
It's our birthday.
It sure is.
And it's our 50th episode.
And, ooh, it just smacked really hard. Sorry, I've been watching way too many Tyler Perry movies. It's our birthday, and then we get to hand the crown down to Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th.
Oh, wait, I was going to say, before we get into that, you've been watching more than one Tyler Perry movie?
Yeah, I watch all his movies.
Well, like more recently, outside of what's wrong with you right now?
Most recently, I watched the only one that's out right now that everybody's ranting and raving about. That is Straw, and fuck, dude. Like, what did I say? What's her name? Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji.
She took us for a fucking ride. We strapped on and we went along on a roller coaster with us. If you watch that movie Straw, the Tyler Perry, the new one that's out on Netflix, fuck you guys. Like, what we put people through and what we are put through is an every single day, a daily dose of what living in America is like, or just being human. Watch this movie and it'll change your mind, like, about what you say next to somebody or anybody the next time you feel angry or aggravated at the stupidest thing.
It's really frustrating.
It's a good movie.
It's a frustrating movie. It reminded me of that movie with Russell Crowe, the one where he is driving and someone honks at him. What is it? Unhinged?
Is it Russell Crowe?
It's Russell Crowe. Yeah.
Is it Crash? No.
No. He might be in that one too. I don't know, but he is driving and someone honks at him, and then like the rest of the movie, he is chasing the person.
Oh, I remember watching that movie. Sounds like that other one with the Asian chick. What was her name?
Oh, it's the show Beef.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you told me to watch that.
That's right.
You told me to watch that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get a second season, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Real quick, because it's been so long since you and I have actually sat down and talked about anything on like a podcast episode. I want to talk about Yellow Jackets.
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm going way back to the beginning of the year, way before New York.
Oh my, yeah, and we'll talk about New York too. So we had started watching Yellow Jackets like way in like the beginning of this whole podcasting journey, and then we stopped, and then we picked it up because season 3 was just about to start again, and then we stopped podcasting before season 3 had started. So the podcast like went on hiatus, and then season 3 came and went, and now it's been renewed for a 4th season. And wait, did you even watch the finale?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh,
I don't remember it. No.
Oh my gosh, and I don't want to spoil anything because it ends on like a really, really great little cliffhanger. The reason I bring up Yellow Jackets is because we're going to be talking about the movies that we have seen over the last 6 months, and one of them is Companion, starring Sophie Thatcher, who is in Yellow Jackets, who is terrific in Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and also in Companion. I think she did way better in Companion.
She has just been in so much.
But
she's been in so much
after all that Yellow
lately.
Jacket training, of course.
Oh god, but she's so good in Yellow Jackets, and I've been a really big fan of Yellow Jackets since the very beginning, and I'm just so curious on where they're going to go from here. They've been on this mountaintop for 3 seasons.
Yeah.
And I had originally heard that there was a 5-season order, but then there was, talk that they weren't going to even renew it for a 4th season, and if they were going to end it the way they ended it, and it's gotten weird. It's just really
every season there's new
shit.
stories, because from the beginning episode to where we first crash and we're at the site, there's only a certain group of girls that you can count with a hand or one hand.
Oh yeah.
By the 3rd season, there's like all these other girls that show up randomly from between, within the forest. Like, they just pop up randomly, and it's like, now we have to listen to their stories and see where they're at, what they're going to do for the group.
It's really interesting, yeah, because there's like a new like set of girls every season that just show up.
Yeah, mind you, we're following these girls from their trauma from the day of this accident to them being adults to today, like now. So it's been a long journey with them.
I will say that I don't necessarily love the way they handled the adult version of Van, played by Lauren Ambrose, because we all know that we like 6 Feet Under.
Wait.
A lot.
Now I do remember what happens.
Gosh.
Yeah, now that you said that.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, no, I remember what happens. That's fucked up. I didn't like that ending. That's why I guess I put it away.
Well, even then, with like what ultimately happens to that character, but I don't like the storyline that they came up with. I feel like that there's a lot of missed opportunity with what they could and what they could have done with a lot of the adult characters. Like, I really liked the addition of Hilary Swank, but I don't necessarily think that they did right by those by using those actors in the way that they could have used them.
Well, the brief moment Hillary was in there, like, it could have been anybody else.
Well, she's coming back for the next season, which is going to be fun. I'm really excited about Yellow Jackets. There's been a lot of fun TV that we've been watching. We started Transparent.
Yeah.
And we're like whizzing right through it.
That's
I know
such
it's
a
like
good show.
over 10 years old and it's problematic as fuck.
I'm not even Jewish, but I want my dad to be a woman.
Oh God, I wish I had a Mappa in my life.
Don't call him Mappa.
Don't call her Mappa. Oh, I wanted to point out that there might be a little bit more background noise in this particular episode that we might not be able to fix. And that's because well, I guess we've been waiting for this episode to reveal this information, but we have moved.
Yeah, speaking of Transparent, the big old coming out show, we're coming out too.
We're going to come out too. And I had admitted this in the episode that I just did with Scotty to celebrate Friday the 13th. Oh, fuck. Hold, please.
Give me a talk.
Luxor, Nexor, burst and burn!
What is she doing?
Just a curse. Have a nice day.
Okay, so thank you for my magical slippery fingers.
Alex just spilled an entire jug of water all over himself.
All over the Wicked Witch, and here I go. I'm melting.
So as I was saying, I had just done an episode with Scotty that actually drops tomorrow, because this episode is dropping today on our birthday, if all goes correctly. And
you mean Scotty Fun with Horror?
Scotty from Fun with Horror, Scotty and Andrew.
Yes.
But it will just be me and Scotty, because that's what we do usually every Friday the 13th. I missed the last episode for some reason or another. Life just happened, so Chuddle the Pod had guested with him. But yeah, so I reveal in that episode that we moved, but now I guess we get to jump the gun and beat myself to the punch.
Yeah.
So do you want to be the one to drop the news and say what's been going on lately?
Well, we've moved to Bakersfield, California, the armpit of California, the place where...
Come on. Don't say it like that.
The place where all your veggies grow. It's a magical land, and we're here to stay.
I mean, okay, you don't say it like that either.
What? It is a magical land.
No, that we're here to stay.
Well, we are here to stay for a while.
Not forever.
And if we did, so what? But honestly, like, we're here now. That's
After
all that
he
matters.
describes it as the armpit of America.
And that's okay. We've been in the worst places of America. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's fine. Like, you know, going somewhere new is okay. Like, that's totally okay. A transition is okay.
I mean, ask Mappa.
Yeah. Like, it's just weird. Like, things just happen sometimes in life, you know, and you just have to go along with them or not. And it's like, I went along with it, and now I'm here, and we're here, you know, with all of our dogs, living in my family's property, you know, and we're stationed now inside of an RV, and which is literally our apartment. You know, it's a big, decent sized RV. It's nothing where we're literally climbing on top of each other. Like, we have 4 dogs. They're not in sight right now. Stanley and I are sitting in the dining area. You know, there's a bedroom with a private door. There's a private, you know, bathroom, and everything functional just as a house. The only thing is that no rent. So we took the choice. We took the leap. We moved out to this area. We left Los Angeles, which is, you know, about an hour and a half away drive from where we're at now. And we're starting over, you know, like, we're going to do things just a little slower, not be in that Los Angeles race, which... I'm 43, turning 44 tomorrow, and I've been giving
Today.
Los Angeles, like, literally 44 years of my life just jumping the race, you know, since being a kid and being taken away to foster care, and then, you know, dealing with the legal system that Los Angeles has and the way it just runs its course. I'm done, like, giving LA so much of my time in life. Like, I wanted to come more central, to be closer to more things that are up north for us, you know, like Stanley and I, which is being closer to, like, the areas of San Francisco or the better beaches up here, or, you know, just a short drive away from mountains and lakes, the sequoias, for God's sakes. Not that you can't do that from Los Angeles, but literally, if I say that now we're an hour and a half away from Los Angeles, it's because in Los Angeles, it literally takes you an hour and a half to get anywhere, like, from that area. So, just, we're going to try this out for a while. Who knows till when? But, you know, my idea is to travel more up north, like, eventually end up in Oregon is my dream, like, literally to be around water in a lot of trees. And, yeah, that's the hope for us.
Move to Astoria.
I know. Oh my gosh. And after watching that whole YouTube vlog, you know, because they recently celebrated the 40th anniversary of the Goonies up in Astoria, some big fan of the movie bought the house, which Stanley was telling me that for years, the ex-owner of the house was such a little asshole. One of those Freddy Krueger owners, the Elm Street house owners that, you know, block their houses and cover them up and don't let people, you know, take pictures or video of their homes. Well, the guy that owns it now, like, recreated the entire house, looks just exactly like the Goonies, and they celebrated this past weekend. And just watching Astoria, you know, like, through the film and through the whole, like, the YouTube videos of 4K, it's a fucking amazing little fucking town that I want to live in.
It's my favorite movie of all time. It's tied with The Wizard of Oz. Everyone thinks that The Wizard of Oz is my favorite, or Pet Sematary, but really it's a tie between The Goonies and The Wizard of Oz.
They're funny because those are, like, the movies that, like, become your absolute number one favorite only when you're watching them.
Yeah. I mean, I probably have seen them more than any other film ever in the history of movies.
And speaking of The Wizard of Oz, nothing to do with it, but I mean everything to do with it. How about Wicked 2?
Oh, I mean, I only watched the trailer once.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch it again. I don't want to get, like, overhyped for it because I feel like that there was, like, a lot of Wicked.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, like, get too, and it's like a lot of it at once, which is fine, but I don't want to, like, get too hyped for it for, like, the rest of the year and then have, like, another year of it. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be like the award season is going to come and go. Like, it's a lot.
No, I'm going to buy the new shirt and everything.
Well, sure. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, so while I wasn't born and raised in LA, I have been there for the last, I want to say it's been 12 years.
You came to my city to take a shit in it.
No, What the fuck? That is such a weird thing to say.
That's me sitting in the corner.
Yeah, you came here to take a shit here.
Yeah, you came here to take a shit here in Bakersfield.
No, you came to plant olive trees.
I did. You already put an olive tree in the ground.
The good thing about this is that there's a big yard, and there's a lot of opportunity here. And I am blessed in the sense of I still have my job on the weekends, and so I still have income. And there's a lot of pros, and there's not so many cons. I mean, the biggest con here is the heat. Like, had I known that it was going to be 102 degrees every day of the summer, then I would have invested in cooling pads a lot sooner. I would have came with them as opposed to, you know, currently waiting on one, you know. But the only thing that has really changed outside of having a little bit of higher ceilings, I mean, our RV is bigger than the studio apartment that we were living in, and we were paying $15.50 a month for a studio apartment. Yeah. And we are currently in a situation.
And that building, like, rattled every time the elevator went off.
Oh.
Like, you can hear every single person in the unit over just because that fucking building was made of crackers.
And let's be real, Gramercy Gardens, like, and I don't mind saying the fucking name because they are
disgusting.
the worst landlords that anybody could be renting from. That place came with people like Susan. And that place came with, you know, it just came with a lot of
the first floor.
It came with the first floor. So on to bigger and better things. And the good thing about the RV is that it's yours. It's
mine.
Ours.
I bought it.
You know, we have, like, a home. And that's cool. It's like you see these things on TikTok now all the time, or at least I do. And maybe it's because of it's part of the algorithm that we have created by being in an RV.
You Googled RV once.
And now here it is. And all we see is like campers rejuvenated. And it's really cool to think of like now all I really want to do is, work in a funeral home and like go pick up shitty campers on the side of the road and make them glow.
Yeah, like fucking remodel them. But yes, I'm here for a slower paced life and just to be closer to 4 hours away from San Francisco as opposed to 6. Is my idea to be like in places that this year has been a transition year. It's kind of hard to like just be like, you know what, let's fucking go, let's do it, because I'm still trying to like collect from the idea that I left everything behind for 44 years and now I'm starting over in a town as well. So I'm like, okay, like it sounded easier, but now it's like you're really in the shit. You have to like start making things happen. And like this year, let it happen because unfortunately we got here during the hot summer, which is okay with me because I'd rather be dealing with this now and go into the fall and then the winter and then the spring and have like all those 3 seasons worth of better climate than one fucking season worth of hell. And
well, we're going to have to deal with summer either way, whether we're here or whether we're in Los Angeles.
I'm from the San Fernando Valley. That's where I grew up. That's where I was born and grew up. I didn't move into Hollywood up until I met you. But the difference from the San Fernando Valley and Hollywood, just over that hill that is Universal Studios, because you're still getting that beach breeze, is like at least 30 degrees to 40 degree difference from the valley to LA. Because even in the San Fernando Valley, it gets up to 102 degrees. It gets up to 104 degrees. There is no difference from that place to here, where we're at today, right now.
Yeah.
The only difference is that we really got babied out there because of the June gloom, being close to the ocean, like the clouds, receding or coming out all the way till 12 noon and then receding back, by 2 o'clock. So the temperature difference from here in Bakersfield, that is 101 today, out into Los Angeles is like 75 degrees. There's a big, huge
That's
difference.
another thing. It's not even 101 today. It's 93. Yesterday was 101. So, like, it actually feels cooler today.
And I know a lot of people aren't used to the heat, but every day that I've experienced the heat out here, it comes with a summer breeze. And I've never experienced, like, summer breezes in my life till, like, I see it now. I'm just like, this is what they mean about summer breezes. Like, the wind is hot, but it's breezy and it's moving. If you're sweating, you're cooling down.
And, well, I don't go outside all that much. And I used to go outside a lot when we lived in LA. We were hiking a lot. We were doing that thing. But, like, the heat here is so hard to where we have to walk the dogs very early. Yeah. And it's hard to, like, get a run in. But, I mean, eventually that will be part of the routine again, I think. Like, it's just a matter of being comfortable leaving the dogs.
Yeah.
And having the young one not tear shit apart. We ordered a really cool dog gate. Hopefully it works.
Yeah, our little pug. The first day that we moved into the trailer here into the RV, we left her because we went to the market thinking that she would have the same mentality that she had when she was in the apartment where we can leave and she'd be cool. No, she fucking tore through the fucking screen door, like my brand new screen door, like literally ripped it apart. And I'm like, fuck, this is day one.
Yeah, and that really set the tone for, I mean, up until now, because she has gone with us almost everywhere.
No, we went from Hollywood people like crazies yelling at 3 o'clock in the morning outside of our window that would, motherfucker, Jesus is the way. Those people yelling to 3 o'clock in the morning, roosters fucking cocking or whatever the fuck they do.
Yeah, they crow.
Yeah,
roosters now wake us up at 4:30 in the morning, and they don't even wake us up. Like, we sleep through it now, but for the first week,
the first day, oh my gosh, this rooster started like crowing at 2 a.m. and it wouldn't fucking stop. And I was like telling Stanley, like, they only do this like every little once in a while. And the bad thing is that these are my family's fucking roosters.
Oh, they live in the backyard. Yeah. So yeah, that's what we've been up to as of late. That's like been the big reveal, and that's why Alex has essentially been busy the last few months, because this all really started at the beginning of April, and it's mid-June now. It went
on for a long while. I mean, I was literally the only one helping my family move, driving U-Hauls back and forth from the valley to over the hill. That's the Grapevine. If you know, or you're familiar with it, you know how hellish that is. Every single ride got easier, every single ride got closer, and now we're here, and now it's a transition year, and I just want this year to be over, honestly. I want to get to the fall so that we can experience like this city that we're in now, you know, in a much cooler climate than what it is now. Like I tell Stanley, like I don't want to go out right now because I don't want to torture myself. I don't want to like traumatize myself with this hot heat and exploring that city that I'm unfamiliar with. I'd rather wait for the fall and like wait for better weather where I can actually go out there and enjoy the city and then take a liking to it if I do or not.
Well, there are plenty of things to do here when the time does come, and I got to admit that here in the hot summer heat, this place does not look terribly appealing.
Yeah.
Like, especially in this neck of the woods, but that doesn't mean that it isn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm not in like a big rush to do a lot either, but I am in a big rush to like just get some plants growing. I guess I just want grass.
Yeah. No, really, like this is what owning a house is now. And like my mom just purchased this property out here, and I was like, I'm gonna go out there because I want to help her, like, you know, get her house going and start living there because I'm not gonna pay rent. Like I don't want to be paying $2,000 worth of rent to live in a fucking apartment that's causing skin cancer. You know, I'd rather live here
where you're not going to get your security deposit back.
Ugh, gosh, that building's gross. Yeah, but you guys, you know what? Like, I didn't come back to tell you guys all this dumb stuff. Like,
ew, it's not dumb. We're catching up. We've been gone for like 6
I know
months.
it's been forever, but like, it's been busy, and there's bigger stories behind every story. So it's not just because that's it. Like, he's been missing because he's moving to Bakersfield. Like,
well, the last time we were here together was January, and that was our ultimate slash up and bleed out of 2024. And speaking of that, we had included the movie Oddity on that list, and we revisited that last night, and I am here to tell you, well, you guys, that it is still as scary as it was the last time I watched it, which was sometime last year. I think I actually yelped out loud like probably 5 or 6 fucking times.
oh, you must have watched Straw.
No.
Oh,
No.
that was
No.
me watching that fucking movie. Go watch Straw.
But do you remember watching Oddity at all last night?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I was the only one that watched it all the way. You fell asleep again.
I finished it this morning.
How dare
I
you.
finished it this morning. But yeah, you guys, just a gentle, an aggressive reminder to go rewatch Oddity if you guys have not. But that was the last time we were here together. And then a couple of weeks later, we had planned to do the Scream 3 episode to celebrate the 25-year anniversary of Scream 3. Never happened. Shocker. But we ended up going to New York.
Yeah.
So that's what kind of like put a knife in that.
Yeah, we went to New York to
All
go
pun intended.
write Scream 7.
Oh my god, we'll get to Scream 7 in a second. I can't wait for Scream 7. That's like one big thing I'm looking forward to. Well, we can talk about it now.
Welcome home, Sydney. Watch the preview of coming events.
Scream 7 is coming out next February. And it's going to be written and directed by Kevin Williamson, and it's revolving all around Sidney Prescott, and it's going to be huge, you guys. It's going to be huge. It has so many returning cast members that have been killed off, including Matthew Lillard, who played Stu Macher in the original, and Scott Foley, who played Roman Bridger in the third one, both of whom were killers. So we also have David Arquette coming back, who was killed in Part 5. And
Is Skeet Ulrich still coming up as a ghost?
I mean, he was back in Part 5 and Part 6 as a ghost, so
because he's in her head now or some shit, right?
Well, he was in Sam's head, in Melissa Barrera's head. So I would love to see him come back as a ghost in Sydney's visions. I'm really interested to see what they are going to do, because I have said in the past that I wouldn't be surprised if they take the new Nightmare route and do like a meta version of a Scream movie and see, like they're making a movie. But now they have said that they are seeing what Sydney is up to today and like Sydney's neighborhood with her family, and she has like a full-grown teenage daughter. McKenna Grace is going to be in the movie. I think that's her name, the little girl from Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters movies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, I can't wait. And
there's a big cast. I mean, it's huge, and they're bringing a lot of people from the past.
they have the returning twin characters from the last 2 films, Mason Gooding and the girl from Yellow Jackets. What's their name?
Jasmine Savoy.
That's
Jasmine
the
Savoy
one.
Brown.
She's the one. They're the one. They might be non-binary. I might be using the wrong pronouns. But yeah, it's going to be really big.
Scott Foley.
That's
that
the killer
Roman,
from
right?
part 3. Yeah, so Scream 7 is going to be fucking enormous. This also kind of preludes into I Know What You Did Last Summer, which is literally coming out in a month. That comes out
Jimmy
next month.
Tatro? I haven't seen that guy act in like a long ass time.
Who?
It's funny. You know who he is.
No idea who you're talking about. I'm like, who? Jimmy Tatro. He's an American actor and comedian. Oh, he has an
He had a
interesting
sitcom in like ABC. It was like a family show where he was like a millionaire and like it was with that guy from the 70s show.
He's dating one of the Dutch girls or Dutch girls who is Leah Thompson's daughter from Back to the Future. We went on a Back to the Future spree recently because I had never seen any of those movies. So Alex got to introduce me to all those.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. But no, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I really want to talk about that for a second.
Right, let's talk about it.
Okay. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes, of course.
Out of all those movies, and there's 3 of them, and a television series, the first one's the only good one. I rewatched the second one, and that's what kind of inspired me to start that 49.5 audio commentary series that I've been doing on my own since you abandoned me. I never got around to doing that audio commentary because it actually deserves one. So maybe you and I can do one for that one, because that would be a really good movie to sit through and just talk massive shit because it's so fucking terrible. But I'm really curious as to how I Know What You Did Last Summer is going to turn out.
Did
The
we watch
trailer's
the trailer?
great.
You watched?
I watched it at least. I
I
thought
don't
you
think
had
I've
watched
seen
it. We'll watch it together when we're done with this because it looks promising. They showed Jennifer Love Hewitt for like maybe a second and a half, and she gets like a cute turnaround with tears in her eyes, and she gets to say something along the lines of, "I have one question. Do you know what you did last summer?"
That's so J-Love.
And I think Freddie Prinze Jr. pops up for a second or so, but I doubt they're going to be in it very long. But I
Yeah.
hope she had enough courage during the process to let them know that she's just not someone to show up for 5 seconds. No, I hope not, dude. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking
She
forward
is
to
a
it.
franchise.
We keep bouncing around. We didn't really talk more about New York. What was your favorite part of New York?
Central
I feel like
Park.
I'm interviewing you.
Well, ask away. But yeah, it was Central Park. But my true, honest favorite thing about New York was getting off of the bus for the first time right in Times Square and looking up and seeing snowfall, because that was also my very first time ever seeing snowfall. Like, I've seen snow, I've been in snow, I've touched it, but I've never seen snow falling
Ever in your life?
ever in my life.
That's right.
And for me to have seen it, in a first time Times Square type of experience and just like look up was amazing, because I couldn't see past like the bright lights of Times Square and the snow falling inside of the lights, but everything else past that was just like pitch black. Like, I couldn't see anything above the lighting. Like, it was just crazy to like, it looked like the snow was just magically appearing out of a black, roof
Yeah.
or ceiling.
It's like we were at OMSI.
Yeah, it was weird, but
To
it
be
was so
clear,
pretty.
we flew to New York.
We
and then
did.
we had to take a big bus from the airport to
Into the city.
a terminal in
Yeah.
the city
Underwater.
that dropped us off. Yeah. Oh, because we flew into New Jersey.
Yeah.
We flew into Newark like
Oh,
trash.
Scary now that I think about it.
Yeah, and then we had to take this like 40-minute
Yeah.
shuttle ride to
And it was
the
fucking
city.
freezing out
Fucking
there. Like,
freezing.
it was freezing.
It was freezing. And then oh my God, and we walked.
We
like
got there. We're like, we
psychopaths.
can walk. We can walk. We walk every day. We walk every day. We can do it. Fuck,
We
we were wearing a
walked
pair of sweats.
like 20 blocks, yeah.
yeah, and our big jackets that luckily we had our weather jackets on, but we had our face covered. We had gloves. We had warmies. We had an umbrella, and it just fucking didn't do it. We walked like 3 blocks, and we're like, get a fucking taxi.
Yeah, and then we took a taxi 11 blocks. So
Yeah.
we walked 30 New York City blocks, and saw a lot because we
Yeah.
went through Times Square, we went through fucking Broadway, we
But
went through a
Central
lot.
Park wasn't getting it closer.
And Central Park was actually right down the street from where we
Yeah.
stayed. And we stayed right around the block from the Dakota where
Mm-hmm.
Rosemary's Baby was filmed and where John Lennon was shot. I need to put together a movie on
Yeah.
iMovie of everything that we did. We did a lot of stuff. I filmed a music
Oh, it
video.
was
Alex
amazing.
directed a music video. This was so long ago. It feels
We
like so
went to
long
the
ago.
top of the crown of the
Oh
Statue
my
of Liberty.
God. Which we both got fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, anybody, like, that little spiral stairway and the space that you have in there, like, if you're not claustrophobic, you will turn claustrophobic, and you will not come back the same after that fucking Statue of Liberty. That's the only woman we've ever been in, besides our mothers.
You're such a liar. Ew.
Oh, that's right.
Ew, he
that's
tries to
right.
sexily rub his beard
That's not true.
like some sexy gay genie. Happy Pride,
Ew.
guys.
I had to go through girls to get to you.
Ew, I had to go through no girls to get to nobody.
Okay. You're not missing out.
What was your other favorite pride? What was your other favorite part about... Don't try to rub my feet.
Why? My feet.
What was your other favorite part about New York, aside from seeing our friend Anderson Cooper?
That there was snow all week long.
You already said that.
Yes, but like seeing New York like covered up in the winter was still like that we got that opportunity was amazing. The first night that we had dinner as well, it was such a nice little restaurant.
We ate amazing food, like
Yeah.
every day.
I think we had a burger, but I think the first night we had a burger. or
You
something,
had
right?
something. I think we both had like
Yeah.
variations of burgers.
Yeah,
It was like
something
called
like
the
that.
Harvest
Yeah.
something.
We were starving, but regardless, the restaurant.
And I tried to
was
fight
nice.
with you.
Yeah.
I tried to fight with you about
You tried to
something.
fight with me because you thought that I wasn't paying attention to what you were saying. I was just like, I'm excited. I'm in New York. I'm not paying attention to what you're saying. I literally said that to him. I'm not paying attention to
And
what
then
you're
I got
saying.
more
Like, and you're
mad.
upset that I'm like not paying attention when I'm looking around at the snow falling outside. I'm like, I've never been in a restaurant that goes below the ground, like New York style restaurants where you have to like walk down little steps just to get to your seat.
I'm trying to drink my bottled water and
excited.
give him the silent treatment.
And I don't know what you said that was like, if something, I heard it, but I didn't pay attention, and it was just like, it upset him so much, and I was just like, oh, we're not going to do this shit right now.
I was unmedicated and mad. I'm medicated now. Everything's fine.
And after the flight, and we didn't have weed.
We didn't have any weed. We found a great weed shop, though.
Wait, didn't I fly?
You
pens?
did. I think we
Oh,
had weed.
I had pens. I put pens because I'm not scared of the airport.
Let's
I
be real,
fucking
though.
shove
Weed
pens
pens
inside my
turn
bag.
everybody into maniacs.
Yeah.
I think they're not all that great. But this correlates to horror because Rosemary's Baby and Ghostbusters. We did like our own little like sightseeing thing every day, like our own tourist thing every day. We found all these filming locations and we had like a great time. We walked the entire length of the city
Yeah.
on a daily basis. We got
It was
like 35,000 steps every day.
Guys, we would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, be out of the fucking apartment already with breakfast in our tummies. 7 o'clock. We wouldn't come back till 9 o'clock at night.
Well, our hotel sucked.
Yeah.
Our hotel
Like,
was awful. So anything to get us out of that godforsaken
regardless,
place.
like we were out all fucking day.
Yeah.
Like all fucking day, like doing shit. Like all of New York, like seeing every single fucking corner, every single inch, every single glass, every single thing
Yeah.
that makes up and is New York. We
it
were
was
there.
really beautiful. And I think I already
Oh,
mentioned
we crossed the Brooklyn Bridge.
We by foot.
Yeah,
we
by
crossed the
foot.
Brooklyn Bridge by foot. We did everything by foot. It was awesome. And Alex directed my music video for Kinda Sorta Tragic,
Mm-hmm.
at least the first version of it. So everybody go watch it. It's on YouTube.
Go.
It's wonderful. And it was all filmed literally as we were waiting to go to the airport to go
Yeah.
home.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's literally what we've been up to for the last few months. I know you guys have listened to or maybe you haven't, to my audio commentaries on Patreon. I guess we should get into the movies that we have seen over the last few months, because there's been a couple. I mean, we've watched a lot, but there's been a couple worth mentioning. And I guess it's really just about whether you remember them or not.
Oh man.
And then we have a fun little game to play regarding the Friday the 13th franchise. But I don't want to take
Spilled
away.
water. Oh.
I don't want to take away my my fun chat with Scotty. So it'll be a quick game. And I know you had a cute little headache before we started this episode, so I don't want to torture you.
I went through 5-6 hours of work today with no lunch. I mean, I did it to myself. I didn't eat lunch. Not that I said, not like make it sound like Bakersfield starving me.
Bakersfield is starving everybody.
Bakersfield's laws are different than Los Angeles County laws. Like, work might not take care of you as much as they do out there in Los Angeles County. Let me just say that. Like, if you're in Los Angeles, just stay in Los Angeles.
Don't say that. I'm editing that out.
I'm teasing, Jesus.
In the words of Reese Witherspoon, y'all need a passport to come here.
It's okay now. Are you back?
Back from where?
Don't look at me like that.
Oh, don't look at you like what? Oh my God. Okay, so we are.
He's doing this whole thing where he says he's waiting for me, but I'm I'm listening to him pushing buttons.
I am
Figuring
ready
stuff out, and then he
to
looks at
talk
me.
about Companion whenever you are.
Crazy girl.
Do you remember seeing Companion?
Yes, I do. A Companion, the 2025 American science fiction thriller film starring Sophie Thatcher.
Okay, but do you remember seeing it?
Yes, I do. And
When?
also co-starring Jack Quaid.
Great, Wikipedia, but when did we watch it?
No, I would say, when was it? Like January, or it was the beginning of the year.
You don't remember the experience, though?
No.
It was in New York.
Oh, that's right. We were alone. The
That's
theater
right.
was entirely ours.
Because it was pouring down
One
rain.
of the largest theaters that I've ever set foot in.
And
like,
we were completely alone.
and we were alone. And it was because it was pouring rain outside, and we had AMC passes, and they had an AMC theater. So we're like, let's go.
We don't have AMC passes anymore.
Times Square. I still have mine. They don't want to cancel it. Like, I kept
Oh,
doing
really?
it. I did it today again, and they're like, something's going on.
What the fuck
Like,
is
an error has
wrong?
occurred.
Oh my gosh, they let me cancel mine like in a heartbeat. They didn't
And
give a fuck.
They charged you $30.
To cancel it?
Yeah, because
No.
it says that they'll charge me $27.99 early cancellation fee.
What? They gave me the
Yeah.
rest of the month and everything,
No,
and they
fuck
were like,
them.
"See you later."
They're assholes. They don't want to let me
Oh,
go.
I'll sign back up.
Not for $30.
Well, it's
it
still-
made sense when it was like 27.
It'll still be $27.99 for me. That's interesting. We'll look into it. Okay, what were your thoughts on Companion?
I actually liked the movie a lot. That was
I
a really
really
good
liked
movie.
it too.
Yeah. She did really good. I mean, it's one of those movies where you have to get to a certain point of the movie where you're like, holy shit, like.
I thought there was like a
It's-
couple
yeah.
of little twisty things that were like, if you watch the trailer, I think they give the point of it away, and I think the poster, you get the idea. I don't want to spoil it if anybody has not watched it, because I think the idea is spoiled pretty quickly if you have seen the trailer.
Yeah.
But there are things within the movie where you're like, oh fuck, like, do you remember the twist that happens with a couple of the other characters, like off the top of your head? Okay.
Oh my gosh, what was the movie that I was just watching where he orders the mail order?
Oh, Lars and the Real Girl.
Yes.
Oh, we've been watching like such off-kilter movies that are not necessarily horror.
Yeah. If you haven't watched Companion, but you watched that other movie, then you've seen Companion.
Oh, Companion was good. It was really good, and it was so funny, but it was also like really,
Yeah.
it was really dark, and it, like, if you think you've seen it before, like it just does like the whole thing that you think you've seen a lot differently. I don't know, and like you've seen actors like Sophie Thatcher in so many things lately, but she does this part just so well.
Yeah, she's like the new Emma Stone. Like,
What a good comparison.
you know,
I
like
really
she has
like
that,
that.
like Emma Stone had that coming out too, like that coming up, you know, like that whole like who is she, and then she was just fucking blown up.
I really like that a lot, and I never really got sick of Emma Stone, and I'm not sick of Sophie Thatcher yet, and I don't love everything that she does, but I like her in everything that she does,
Yeah.
if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, we really liked Heretic, or Heretic, however you say it, and I didn't like the Boogeyman, but I liked her, and like I said, I fucking love Yellow Jackets, and
It's because of her.
well, I mean,
No.
she's a big driving force.
Think about it.
Fine.
It's Sophie.
It's Sophie. This is a fun little fact. So the voice of Josh's car in the movie Companion is voiced by an actress named Ashley Lambert.
No way.
What the hell?
Are you serious?
Isn't that weird? Okay, yeah. So I think we could both agree that Companion is worth watching.
Yeah.
I think I had given it a 5.
It's gonna be a fucked up movie if you're ready for it.
Yeah, give it a watch. I think you can watch it on HBO.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start calling it HBO again. It's no longer Max. I think it's back to being
I like
HBO.
the HBO thing. They even have like that HBO sound again. Like
It
that.
just made, yeah, the ding. Wait, whatever. That was not it.
Yeah, no,
Whatever.
it's not
the sound of turning the TV on.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, whatever. Sure.
Like, yeah, some
I'll take
staticky
yours.
shit. Yeah.
So I'm gonna read you the tagline of Companion, and I want you to tell me if it matches up for it.
Okay.
A weekend getaway with friends at a remote cabin turns into chaos after it's revealed that one of the guests is not what they seem.
Yes.
You think that
because
describes
it
the
does
movie?
happen at the lake house, and that's where everything changes. And it particularly, they're trying to sell us a monster movie, you know, but in reality, it turns out that the boyfriend and the guys, you know, doing all that shit to the girls are the monsters. So
You know what that reminds me of? It reminds me of Midnight Kiss.
yeah, yeah,
It's
that's
essentially the
true.
same log line. I'm not going to do that with every
Honestly.
movie, don't worry. So the next movie I think worth mentioning would be Heart Eyes, because it was getting a lot of press. People were really excited about it. It was another Christopher Landon, Michael Kennedy collaboration, and we both really love both of them. We really liked It's a Wonderful Knife. We really liked Freaky. We really like all those films. I don't think I loved Hard Eyes.
I don't think so either. Like, seeing it once, never again. And incredibly, it still holds at 80% at Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it was really well received, and I think that there were some certain parts of it that worked,
Yeah.
and maybe I'll have to give it another go. Maybe I just wasn't in the appropriate frame of mind. I don't know. I think the Valentine's Day killer thing is a good idea, but I just don't think that it was... I think that if they would have went the more scary road, it would have been better for
It's
me.
like it's for the Mason Gooding fan. You know,
Yeah,
like
and-
it's for him.
And while I was just saying I really love seeing a lot of Sophie Thatcher, I just don't know if I love seeing a lot of Mason Gooding. I like him in the
Yeah,
Scream movies,
I
but
agree.
like I don't need to see him in
I
another
agree.
slasher.
Because to be honest, Mason Gooding was the same kid from Scream to me, like in Hard Eyes, and it kind of like
Exactly.
it's kind of like what made the movie Hard Eyes like something I've already watched before.
I kind of felt like I was watching another Scream
Yeah,
movie.
and the funny thing that you brought up is all that Wonderful Knife stuff, because it does fall into that category, at least to me, like of that little comic strip booky, like at night, like, you know, sheets over yourself, thunderstorm type of storytelling, like
Yeah.
kind of movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it had the aesthetic of Trick or Treat.
yeah.
And I did like the mask.
Yeah.
I thought the mask was really cool. And I thought the chase sequences were cool, but I think that they were not in the right movie.
Yeah.
Not that my opinion fucking matters.
And it had a great cast.
Oh, the cast was great. Yeah, sure. And I think that there were parts of it that worked and parts of it that didn't. I don't know. Maybe that's another one that we should watch again as well. You know, we watched Oddity again. There's no
Yeah.
reason we shouldn't be rewatching some of these other ones again. But you know what? One I will never watch again, and I'm surprised that it was as bad as it was. You know what I'm going to say.
No,
No, you do.
Snow White.
Yeah. This is how long it's been since
That
we
was,
podcasted
like,
together.
a wild guess.
We haven't even talked about Snow White, and I'm just going to flat out call it a horror movie.
Oh, what a shamble!
It was so bad, Alex. It was bad. Let's
There's
just talk about it.
40% Rotten Tomatoes. That
It has what on Rotten
40%.
Tomatoes? I'm surprised it has a 40%.
But it wasn't. It was the Queen.
It was all of it.
It was the fucking Queen, dude. She fucked it up.
It was all of it. I don't know what
I
they
don't
were
know
thinking.
Why they told her she can sing? I wish she would have not fucking sang. What's her name?
Well, Rachel Zegler has
Gal
a good
Gadot.
voice. Oh, Gal Gadot.
Was that her?
Gal Gadot played the Queen. Yeah, terribly
Yeah.
miscast. Terribly miscast.
Like, what the fuck?
I think the entire movie was miscast. I think that they did a terrible disservice by having the dwarves as CGI.
There was one real dwarf that was grumpy, played by Martin Kleba.
Who is a pretty famous little person actor. I think he's been in a whole bunch of stuff. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean. He was one of the pirates. Yeah, he's been around for a long time. Is he dead?
I don't
Am I
think
making that up?
so.
No, he's not dead.
Probably
He was just in
making
this
that
movie. I had looked on his... Hey. There's the dogs. That's going to be really loud. Hey, don't you scratch at my leg. Sheriff does this thing lately where he... Well, you know, but I'm letting everyone else know. Where he holds a treat in his mouth. A treat. Not a tree. A treat. And he scratches at my leg so he can A, show it off to me, and B, so I'll pick him up and let him sit next to me so he can growl at me while the treat is in his mouth. It's very bizarre.
He like taps at Stanley's foot, at his leg, and then like as soon as Stanley moves his leg, he just barks at his leg. Like,
It's
what are
silly.
you doing?
He's doing it right now. So yeah, Gal Gadot, awful. Like, she's not a good singer. She's not a very good actress.
No.
Rachel Zegler, it's very silly because she's got a beautiful voice, but I just don't think she's a very good actress. And I think that she was just miscast. It has nothing to do with the fact that she has a little bit of a darker skin tone than Snow White. It has nothing to do with any of that stuff.
Ew,
I
what was
think
that?
what?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I was like, wait, are you being serious? Well, because, you know, like a lot of people, a lot of the Disney purists, like, first reaction is like, oh my God, Ariel's black. You know what I mean? They go through,
Yeah.
they go for all that stuff. And like, let's be real, Rachel
oh my gosh,
Zegler.
the little people are CGI.
Yeah, and Rachel Zegler is not like of skin as white as snow. You know, and that was like a big thing. But like the whole huge thing about this was that they were making this movie very political, and that was why this bombed at the box office, was because it became about politics. You know, ultimately.
It was like they hired her because she had that round Snow White face that goes like kind of like that Charleston 1930s look. You know, but like
I can see that, I guess, and again, she has a great voice.
She has those big eyes, you know, the big Snow White eyes. But this girl could have been Ariel.
I just think that they have to stop making these live action Disney movies, except Lilo and Stitch. I want to see that, and it's getting really good reviews.
But that one, because I think they did that one exactly like frame by frame, like how the movie is in cartoon, like they did it in real life,
and that's what they should be doing.
The girl is so cute playing Lilo, like she's fucking adorable.
I agree. The trailers make it look really good. Okay, moving back on to horror related things. I just had to get that out of the way. Snow White was a piece of garbage. It has a 1.8 out of 10 on IMDb, by the way.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
Sinners.
More bigger of a hype than what the movie was. What did I say it was?
We really liked it though when we watched it.
Yeah.
And like after we watched it, we were both like, really amped up about it, and we like had nothing but good things to say. Right?
I'm on the Katy.
The what?
Perry. The Tyler Perry version of Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh my god! I don't know if that's like
daring, but that was daring of me. But
that was very daring.
I felt like honestly, like it was like a poor man's Dusk Till Dawn. Like I've seen this shit before.
Marquez.
I swear, like I've seen it before.
So I think that it was definitely overhyped. I don't think that I agree with you necessarily. I think that it was it was a whole bunch of movies wrapped up into one. I think that I wish that it wasn't ruined for me, that the
TikTok ruined it.
Yeah, I think that I wish that it wasn't ruined for me. There are elements within the plot that I wish were not ruined for me. Stop growling at my foot, dude. Talking to the dog.
Like I don't know. It was nice to see Michael B. Jordan all grown up and on screen like that.
Yeah, and I love that he played two roles.
Yeah, like he did wonderful.
Yeah,
he did great.
I like that he played twins. I like seeing what the fuck is her name?
Hailee Steinfeld.
Haley Steinfeld. Yes,
Steinfeld.
I love seeing her in anything, and I love her. And I liked what she brought to the screen. I wish that she had more to do. Considering the movie's like 2.5 hours, I wish that they would have let her, or I wish they gave her.
Get rid
more
of Omar Benson Miller and give her more time.
Which one was Omar Benson Miller? I knew it was going to be him. For some reason, I knew it was going to be him. Give me the name of the character.
Cornbread.
Cornbread. Which there's a lot of humor, which I appreciated, but I feel like, you know what, like. I wish movies would lean more into what they wanted to be. Like, I wish Sinners was a horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, I wish it was like a flat-out horror movie.
I mean, the twist was kind of fucking dope. Like,
but
that was really fucking cool.
I wish it wasn't spoiled for me.
Especially for times like today, like to see like what happened with the turnaround and like, you know, who gets killed.
Yeah.
That was fucking cool.
Yeah, I liked it though. And I liked it. I don't know if I'll ever watch it again in the next like a year or two. And I wish that maybe like 20 minutes had gotten shaved off.
Yeah.
But it was fine. It's just like it wasn't necessarily my cup of tea.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's for the times.
But neither was Clown in a Cornfield.
No, Clown in a Cornfield was like, what's that guy? The clown on Halloween now every day, every time. Oh my god, I can't even think.
Oh, Art the Clown.
Art the Clown.
Of
yes.
course,
My
Terrifier.
Gosh, I can brain fart. But yes, the Terrifier. It was like watching the Terrifier again.
It was a more tame version, and that doesn't mean that it wasn't gory and that it wasn't like bloody and it didn't make its point. I had read the book and I thought that the book was good. It's a YA novel. There's 2 sequels which I have not read. I thought the book was better and I really liked it. And I was expecting something a little bit more grounded. I felt like the script was a little scattered, and I feel like it moved things around a little bit to where I feel like we were trying to please someone, but we just weren't sure who we were trying to please. And there were things in the book that I didn't agree with, and I wasn't sure how it was going to translate on screen. And somehow it translated exactly how I thought it was going to translate onto screen. So,
I mean, it helped moving to Bakersfield during the whole transition when the Clown in the Cornfield was being promoted and all that stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
even we were moving for a fresh start ourselves. You know, and like that's how the movie started. So it's like you go somewhere, and then to see a lot of like fields out here and like, you know, explore all that little side of Bakersfield is kind of fun.
Yeah, so given the plot details, it is kind of funny because it does correlate. It, again, out of the bunch of the movies that we have seen, I think that it's not bad by any means. It's directed by Eli Craig, who I had no idea is Sally Field's son.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the most random facts that it could be thrown our way. Yeah. And he was also in The Rage Carrie 2. He's one of the mean asshole football players, who gets decapitated. I listened to an interview with him with the Horror Queers, and it was a really, really interesting, quick interview with him and Adam Caesar, the author of Clown in a Cornfield. And
I mean, this movie, it did have some comedic relief. I did like the comedy of it. Like, you know, like remember when the girls were in the cornfield and they were like trying to look for the clown, and then the clown's like beside them already and like holding one of the girls' mouth.
Yes,
that was like funny.
There was some stuff that worked
subtle
as
humor.
Well, yeah, and but I think that I think that had I not read the book first, that I probably would have enjoyed it a little bit more.
That ruins a lot of movies for me. I don't even read the books, but like hearing you like the book was better, like even anytime anybody says the book is better, it's like just feels like, then why are you watching this movie? Like, why are you watching it with me?
No.
Harry Potter fans.
No, but Harry Potter fans love the movies.
And they love the books.
Harry Potter fans love the books and the movies. There's like not a house divided when it comes to the books and movies with the Harry Potter fans. I will definitely say that the acting in Clown in a Cornfield was good, and that the masks that they used were really scary, and I expect to see those worn during the Halloween season.
The difference between both the Clown in the Cornfield and Hard Eyes is that I would watch Clown in the Cornfield again.
Also, very true. Clown in a Cornfield will be streaming on Shudder very, very shortly, I think, and it's available right now for video on demand, so that's something we should revisit, if not to review, given the circumstance, given our move, given the correlations and stuff. So Final Destination 6, the most recent out of the Final Destination films.
Like, put me through Snow White again.
Wait, never. You really didn't like it?
I don't think so. Like,
oh my gosh, Alex, I loved it.
Really?
Okay, so
you're giving it too much. Like, it's just too much.
I
Bloodlines.
Liked it. Well, okay, if we call another movie Bloodlines, I'm going to lose my fucking shit. Agreed. I'm so tired. The fact that they called Pet Sematary, the last Pet Sematary movie, Bloodlines, really bothers me. But we do not need another film in the world to be called Bloodlines. Stop it!
It's cool if it is like Bloodlines, but they really take us, you know, like to the past, like Bloodlines. Like, let's get started from the beginning. Like, I get that. I like that. But like Final Destination.
They could have just called it Final Destination 6.
Yeah, they could have just called that. And like that whole fucking that sequence that happens like during the barbecue that they show us like during the trailer.
I hate it when they do that.
It was fucking too much, and they showed us everything all over again, and I'm like, I've seen this so many fucking times that we frequent AMC. We're fucking AMC pass holders, and like we see these trailers over and over. And to see this like playing out again in like the whole entire movie, I was over the fucking movie by that point.
Now, I will agree with you on that, but that is not the movie's fault. The movie did not get made like with the intention of the trailer spoiling an entire like 4-minute section of the film.
Yeah. Whatever I have to say doesn't fucking matter. People love this movie. It's at 92%.
It's like the best received one out of the entire franchise. I personally really like Part 3. I think Part 3 is the best one in the entire series. Yeah. I just like that they gave Tony Todd a very generous send-off. I had no idea his health was in such terrible disarray.
Oh, man.
You know, I think that you also...
Cool.
Yeah, you also had like a really emotional moment with that part.
It was really cool to fucking see that in theater. Like, go see it.
Yeah, I like how they wrapped up his character's storyline. So, like, they called it Bloodline for a reason. I'll say that much. And it's not just because of him, really, but the storyline is fine. I just wish that the acting was better. The lead actress is not very good, if we're being honest. But the effects are just great. I think that the effects in this one are probably the best that we've seen in quite a while. I think part 5 is okay. I think part 5 is the best one since part 3, but it's like hit or miss. I think everyone really likes part 2. I think part 3, part 1, this one, and then part 2, and then part 4.
I'm like, I have to.
If we were
like,
ranking them.
No, like, how do you even remember every single one of them? Like, I
Oh,
can't.
it's just that I saw all of them in theaters. It was just that these were the movies that, like, I remember seeing the first one in theaters exactly the day that it happened, who I was with.
Like,
just
all I
core
ever
memories.
remember is, like, the logs, the roller coaster, the mom with the kid in the glass that falls on him.
That's all. That's part 2. Okay.
The roller coasters?
No, that you just did part 3 and then part 2.
And no, but the logs is part 1.
That's part 2. That's the opening of part 2.
Part 1's the airplane.
That's part 1.
Yeah. See, and they're not the same movie?
I mean, essentially they are.
This
I
is
know what you
weird.
mean.
Like, yeah, like, I don't know how people actually remember, like, what happens and which... Yeah.
That's the fun in it.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
That's too much to remember.
It.
I couldn't even say the word remember. It was too much.
Well, I liked it. I thought it was a worthy addition to a stale franchise because it's like when you're watching a lot of these movies, like you said, they're redundant and they can be really like repetitive and you get over it. But I think that this was like a good refresher course.
Yeah.
You know?
I do like that they do find new ways to, like, scare us with every single, you know, the things that happen, like, every single day with, like, concerts and, like, the way they, like, the racetrack, you know, things like that.
That's my least favorite one is the racetrack.
We do these things every single day, so it is kind of scary to see, like, how they always want to have one opening that actually correlates with life or, like, things that are happening around us, like, at the very moment that we're in the theater watching this movie.
Exactly. So, see, I don't think you didn't like it as much as you think you didn't.
No, it's just the same movie to me. Like, it feels like the same movie. It feels like watching Jeepers Creepers, like, all of them.
Ugh.
Like, it feels just as, like, the same movie. Like, what happens?
Maybe one day we'll get there, but that's a very problematic series.
I'm waiting for The Conjuring just so I can hate it.
Oh, no. See,
Oh.
I didn't like the third one. And you did.
Yeah.
I liked the first two, but I didn't like the third one. Okay, so we have 2 more movies that I want to talk about. Fear Street, Prom Queen.
I liked it.
I liked it, too.
I think it was well done, honestly. Like, I like those Fear Street movies. The
I
prom,
do, too. Yeah.
And it's hard to, like, find a movie that every time they put prom in as the title of the movie, you kind of have high expectations. You know, and when the movie actually gives, you know, what the title is, like, you kind of feel happy about the fact that they did give you enough prom and, like, what happens during the movie. It's kind of like what this movie did to me. So I liked it.
I really liked it, too. I think that you made a good point. When you put the word prom in a title, especially a horror movie title, that the expectations get really high.
Yeah.
And we have the Prom Night series. We have the original Prom Night with Jamie Lee. We have Hello, Mary Lou Prom Night 2, which we have an episode on. And
We have
then
the grandmother of the grandmothers,
which one?
Carrie.
Oh, Carrie. But, I mean, that
Just
doesn't
because
have
it doesn't
the prom
have
in
the
the title.
but it sets
takes
the tone
you to
for,
prom.
like, that's as much prom as we want to see. Like,
Oh my gosh, you're absolutely right. I almost watched that this morning when you were at work. It's funny you say that.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
Well, yeah, because they're rebooting the series.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have or rebooting the movie into a series with Mike Flanagan
I'm
directing
excited for
it.
that Alien series. I forgot.
Oh yeah, that's right. That trailer looks good. The Prom Queen movie, I think, would have worked fine without the Fear Street title attached to it.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been better, in my opinion, as a Prom Night remake. I think that they could have done a Prom Night remake or just called it The Prom Queen.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
it would have been just as good. I thought that it was good. I thought that it had good kills. I think that it lacked a chase scene or two. I think that they had opportunity for chase scenes and they didn't take advantage, but no movie ever does anymore. But I thought the acting was good and I thought that it was clever, and I'm interested to see where they take the Fear Street stuff next, because there are a lot of Fear Street books. I don't know if you remember the Fear Street books at all, or if you were really a reader in high school
not
even.
really.
But I read a lot of the Fear Street books, and they have so many that they could adapt into even a series.
Fuck you, Amber. I'm not the fucking killer. I know.
Still have one more movie that I wanted to ask you about or talk to you about, and it was The Ugly Stepsister.
Oh man, that movie's dope.
It was dope, right?
Yeah, like that's, come on, Snow White.
I know.
What are you doing?
See, and Snow White does have a faithful horror-like adaptation from the 90s starring Sigourney Weaver and Monica Keena. And maybe one day we'll talk about that. But The Ugly Stepsister is, I want to say
it's heartbreaking.
Is it Norwegian? It just came out.
96 on Rotten Tomatoes, just came out a while ago.
Well received. It's on Shudder for those who are interested, which you should definitely be interested. Okay, so it's Norwegian, and it's a much different take on Cinderella.
Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, keep in mind, you guys, that most fairy tales are darker, much darker than what you end up seeing, and the Ugly Stepsister. I can't talk. The Ugly Stepsister follows. Cinderella, the character of Cinderella, the two stepsisters that move in with the stepmother, the father dies, and without giving too much away, it's Cinderella who is the pretty one, obviously, and Papa...
Sheriff.
Hold on one second.
It's the cables hitting him.
Well, I'm sorry. So without giving too much away, The Ugly Stepsister it's like a really gruesome body horror movie set in like the 1600s.
It's a competition movie, like
like
Cinderella is like, we're looking for the girl that fits the shoe, but in this movie is like there's a twist to where we're competing for the prettiest girl.
Yeah, and it's like emotional and like weirdly triggering.
It's fucked up. Like no matter who you are or how you feel about yourself, this movie's gonna fuck you up even more. Like it left me like, what the fuck? Like you'll never be pretty enough. You will never be pretty.
Yeah, it brought out a lot of weird emotions in me. Like I'm gonna be 40 next year. You know what I mean? I'm 39 now. Like Alex is 44.
No, I'm not. I'm
You're 44
27.
now. And I was watching this and I was thinking, oh my God, like, I think the first time I got Botox, which I've gotten a few times, I think the first time I was not even 32. Like, I did not need it.
You could have benefited from a parasite yourself.
Like, the things that this girl does to herself in order to...
Fuck
like
the Botox, get a parasite.
Like, I should have. Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, in order to not feel good about herself, but to be attractive for the prince is just astonishing. Yeah. Hold on one second.
Sheriff, go.
You guys hear this monster, this swamp thing? So, yeah, out of all the movies that we have just discussed, I'm going to say The Ugly Stepsister was probably my favorite of the bunch.
I agree.
The Gory Gays, guys.
They're getting lazy over here at the Gory Gays. We're not in that LA race no more. Look it up.
Okay.
Stop staring at me.
Damn it, Suzanne, your makeup is fine. Come on, what are you worried about? Ah! Jeez! Christ!
Stop looking at me.
Ah! Damn it! Ah!
With that being said, I would like to get into the game portion of our episode.
I love gay porn, by the way. What'd you say?
Fuck, I said I want to get into the game portion of the episode. And I thought it would be fun, especially for our Friday the 13th fans. And I know that you've seen all of them at least once in your life. But I thought it would be fun to give you like the little tagline of each film and have you match up which movie it goes to.
Oh gosh.
And I mean, this is like really a shot in the dark because I don't know. I mean, no, I don't know who would actually get any of these. Because, I mean, like maybe like the die-hard Jason fans, but like
somebody out there's gonna be screaming at this podcast.
For instance, here's your first one that we're gonna go with. I'm not gonna say like the name of the movie. I'm gonna give you the log line.
Hurry up.
And you're gonna say like Friday the 13th part whatever. Okay.
I think I understand rules.
Okay. If Jason still haunts you, you're not alone.
If Jason still haunts you, you're not alone. That's not a Friday the 13th movie.
No, it is.
Oh.
Is it part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
If Jason
etc.?
still haunts you, you're not alone. Part 2.
No, I'll give you one more try. I'm going to give you the colon. So it's part blank, a new beginning.
Part 7.
No, it's part 5.
Oh, part 5.
Fatality.
Okay.
Is
let's
that the
try
one
again.
where he like where they're just like possessed by Jason?
It's like the copycat killer. Okay. So now you get the idea of what we're doing,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So this one is Friday the 13th part, a new dimension in terror. Keyword dimension.
Yeah, I know. I heard it. Dimension part
You already said part 5.
I did. A new dimension. Okay. I can't wait. I can't think. I'm gonna look it up. I'm just kidding. Look it up. Freddy. I know it's Friday. Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, it's Friday the 13th.
Oh, Friday the 13th. Oh. Okay, so
You do know we're talking about Friday the 13th, right?
yeah.
Okay.
But a new dimension was like the newer ones.
Not necessarily.
Fuck. Okay, you just wanted the part,
Yeah.
right? Part. I'm gonna say 7.
No, part 3.
No, it
3D.
can't be.
A new dimension in terror.
Okay, I suck.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Fatality.
The next one is Friday the 13th part blank. The body count continues.
That's part 2.
Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. See, there you go. We have faith. Okay. Friday the 13th part what? Kill or be killed.
That's part 4.
No, it's part 6.
Oh,
Jason lives.
okay.
Fatality.
This is fun. Okay. And then we have this one should be easy.
No.
Friday the 13th part what? New York has a new problem.
Oh, gross. That one confuses me all the time. Is that like 13 or 12 or something like that?
Fatality.
No, it's part 8.
Okay.
And what is the subtitle to it?
Is it Takes Manhattan?
Jason Takes
Yeah.
Manhattan. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you've said this one multiple times, so that should already tell you the answer to this. This is Friday the 13th part what?
5.
No, let me finish. On Friday the 13th, Jason is back, but this time someone's waiting.
Oh, fuck. Don't fuck me up like that. Part 7.
Yes.
Okay.
What is it called?
Gosh. The Return. I don't fucking know. Like,
It's called The New Blood.
Fatality.
That one
Blood, no
has
more blood.
That one's the Jason versus Carrie.
okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Jason versus Carrie.
I'm not. Part 4 is just called the final chapter. There doesn't seem to be a little log line or whatnot for it. Let's see. There should be at least a couple more here.
Is this our Friday the 13th trivia?
This is our Friday the 13th trivia. All right. How about this one? The slicer, the dicer, and this time they're not any nicer.
The Slicer, the Dicer. This time they're not any nicer. Is that still a Friday the 13th movie?
Sorta.
No. Freddy versus Jason.
Yes.
Okay.
Good job. Okay. There's a couple more. Evil has finally found a new home.
That's part.
This one's tricky. Remember, you've already given me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And Jason, Freddy versus Jason, which is
And Manhattan.
11.
And Manhattan. Oh. Wait.
That's number 8.
Okay,
Manhattan.
so this one is part 10.
No.
No.
This one is part 9.
Fatality.
But It's not even called Friday the 13th. It's called Jason Goes to Hell.
Oh, that's right.
Do you know the subtitle?
The subtitle?
The Final Friday.
That's right. And it's the one with the worm coming out of his eye or something.
Very good. Yes. I love it. Okay.
That one's in 3D.
That one's not in 3D. I love the world you live in.
The one I live in, it's like Final Destination meets Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Meets fucking-
Okay. I think there's about 2 more. Evil gets an upgrade.
that's part... Did I say 3 already?
That was the
No,
one
you
that
already
you
said
had a
3
lot
long
of
time
trouble
ago.
with.
If he gets an upgrade, then he's in space.
Mhm.
So it's part 12?
No.
Or part 10?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah, yeah.
10.
Yeah.
Jason X. Jason goes to
Ew.
space. Well,
Nobody
he
likes that one.
No, I mean, we should watch it because
Nobody
it's,
likes that one.
it's pretty fucking terrible, but people really, really, really like it. There are people
I mean,
who
it's better
really
than
like it.
Manhattan.
I'm going to agree with you.
No.
I'm going to agree with you really hard on that one. Okay, I think we have one left. And if you
How is
can't guess,
that?
that just means you're not paying attention. Oh, there's 2 actually. Okay. This one is Welcome to Crystal Lake.
That's part 1.
Close, but no cigar.
What?
It's the remake.
Fatality.
Of like
Friday
the
the
newer
13th.
Friday the 13th?
It's the 2009
Oh
remake.
gosh, well that's like part 0. It's a restart. It's Jason Goes to Bakersfield.
Okay, this is the last one. You ready? They were warned. They are doomed. And on Friday the 13th, nothing will save them.
That's part 1.
That's part 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Yay! So we're all winners here. There are no losers here. I'm just glad that you participated last minute in this little game of mine to celebrate Friday the 13th,
Of
which is
course.
tomorrow.
We're excited here at the Gory Gaze.
Yay! And really, that's it, you guys. I just wanted to finally get our 50th episode out of the way because I've been promising for the last, well, really just the last month now because I've only been doing the little sub-series for a month.
Now wait a second. Black cats, are they good luck or bad luck?
I think they're good luck. But my favorite number is 13.
Oh, there you go. Says the town's witch.
Yay. So all I wanted for my birthday was for you to participate in this episode. So thank you so much.
All I want for my birthday is that big booty hoe.
Oh my god. I can't have a real moment
That
with you
was
ever.
from the episode of Two Broke Girls. All I want for my birthday is that big booty
I don't
hoe.
watch-
All I want for my
watch
birthday is
trash
that big
television
booty
like
hoes.
you.
That's who we are now. We're the Two Broke
No,
Girls.
stop it. Stop.
Living in.
You have 2 options.
babies.
You have 2 options on what movies you would like to do an episode on next.
What are my options?
Okay. You can choose between. And
Straw.
we're going to cover the one or the other eventually. But you can choose between Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, which is celebrating a 30th anniversary, or Night of the Demons 2.
Is he okay? Night of the Demon. I'd rather do Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Okay, because Night of the Demons 2, we can do our Halloween in July.
Yeah.
Okay. So, next time we come back, guys, we will be talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation, to celebrate its 30th anniversary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you for joining us for our special 50th episode. I'm so glad we made it. It
We're
only
here.
took us 75 years.
Also, I'm waiting for the person to create the movie, to make the movie, because I want to watch this movie. Remember I told you that I want to see Carol Ann grow up, and I want her to go back to the poltergeist house.
Carol Ann is dead.
She didn't die in the movie.
Oh, okay. Well, the
Could be
actress is
played
dead.
by anybody.
Okay,
She
you
could
have
be
a
played by
very...
that Snow White girl.
No! We're done with Rachel Zegler. God.
Oh, it could be played by Claire Van from what's her
Claire Van.
Claire Van. What's her name?
You're Lauren Ambrose?
Yes.
Okay.
It could be played by
You're
Lauren
trying
Ambrose.
to say Claire Fisher.
Claire Fisher and
Van.
like Claire Van.
Claire Van.
Clairvoyant.
Okay, guys, we'll be back soon with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation. Go watch it. so we can slash it up and bleed it out together. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Yes, everything is sweating.
I'm sweating.
Everything.
You're
is
just
sweating.
sitting in water.
Like,
Don't forget
you can't
to
see it like from our faces. We look like we're fine, but
I'm
like
fine.
everything else underneath is like just.
I'm literally fine. Don't forget to follow us on the socials. We are on Instagram and we are on YouTube and we are on Threads at the Gory Gaze. And if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave them on said platforms or email us at thegorygaze@gmail.com. That's it.
You guys, thank you for having me back again. Sorry I've been missing for so long. Yeah, it was nice just to jump back in the water and, like,
Literally.
take back my mic.
Take
back my mic. Even if I said good info or not, or you guys care about what I had to say today or not.
You stop it. Everybody cares.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's always nice to have the actual, like, vocal platform where you can actually just talk whatever shit you want to just, like, filter out of your own body. And, like, if people want to listen or not, it doesn't matter. Like, I can't see your faces anyways. But I like to, like, have the option to just be able to, like, vocalize shit.
I agree.
It's kind of fun.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, I love you and happy birthday.
I love you too. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, stay gory.
Stay gay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. We love you.
Love you guys.
Eat a cookie.
Happy Pride.
Have some cake for us.